Welcome to this week's Twin Flames Soulmate Love Reading from the 19th to the 26th of November. Thankfully, retrograde is ending tomorrow, so we will be out of the harsh retrograde energies that are causing a lot of problems, and you guys can get on with your life again. So we are entering Christmas season. This will go through Thanksgiving. You will be able to see this reading through Thanksgiving. Whenever you're coming across this reading, the energies are still applying to you, even if it's 2 years from now. So I hope you've had a good time. I've been away for a little while. And I did do, my last video did kind of cover the last 2 weeks. And this would be the third week out where I said I would be back. And here I am for your love reading. I hope that the retrograde hasn't been too hard on you. I have had myself some losses, and I have had to cope with some things as well. I think I remember saying don't dig around last time we talked during this retrograde. Well, I did. Brought a lot of truth and illumination to my life, though I probably shouldn't have done it. It did bring a lot of truth and illumination for me. And if you did do it anyway, then it did for you too. I know that I'm clearer now on where I'm at. I hope that you are clear on where you're at. Gemini and Scorpio are very opposing energies to each other. I'm not saying they're opposing, but they're very opposite of each other, like Cancer and Capricorn is, and each birth sign has an opposite of themselves. And Gemini is a mutable dual air sign, whereas Scorpio is a solid fixed water sign. So where Scorpio is super intense, Gemini is not intense. And they can learn a lot from each other. But with Gemini and Virgo, Mercury being retrograde at this time, it takes that very mutable energy, because even the earth sign of Virgo is mutable under Mercury's influence. But it takes that very mutable energy and it spins it backward. And we're in the intense sign of Scorpio at the same time. We will be entering Sagittarius within a few days. So this reading will go through to Sagittarius as well. So let's just see how the energies lighten and change as we exit retrograde, because we have been in almost the whole time we've been in Scorpio season, we have been in retrograde. The last water sign that had a retrograde, the last retrograde we had actually was in the water sign of Cancer, and almost all of Cancer was also enveloped in a retrograde, though that one was also a black moon and all kinds of stuff that was really, really harsh. So we have got So we have got a lot of stuff turning around. We've got all these cards upside down. So I'm going to turn them right side up. And you know what? I shouldn't be, because the Four of Swords. Oh wait, that one's right side up, so never mind. Right, so there's a lot being kicked out of your life that I'm already seeing. See, this says release, and then we've got Justice upside down. So where justice was not served. Okay, for the next day or two, this is present. And with retrograde ending tomorrow, we're still under the influence of retrograde tomorrow. And there's still the shadow of it. It's not going to be like the shadow coming into retrograde this time was worse than retrograde. Now, there was some real harsh stuff that happened for me during this retrograde. But the shadow was worse than the retrograde itself, which started on Halloween. And it ends tomorrow. So like I said, almost all of Scorpio was enveloped in the retrograde. So anybody born in Scorpio, boy, you must have been having a hard time. And anybody born Virgo or Gemini was also having a hard time as well. So it was, I remember when it was retrograde for in Cancer, anybody with Cancer influences had a really hard time too. So you've probably had a little bit of a wonky time here, but the shadow of it was worse than the retrograde itself in a lot of aspects for me. At the same time as I'm getting through my retrograde stuff best I can. Okay. So the shadow that we're coming out of, I just really feel the energy is very much settling down. And any truth that needed to be revealed has been being revealed. Anything you needed to see for your growth, your best spiritual growth, is now being revealed. You have got this now. Okay, you've got tomorrow. Anything that happens in tomorrow might be a little bit chaotic, a bit of a hiccup. It's gonna be fine. Got a lot of upside down cards, but that's not always bad because Four of Swords is upside down. And we want that upside down. Darn it. Oh. So I don't know why, but I didn't feel like I should pick out any love cards, any love oracle cards today. Oh, so I have dropped all of my daily oracle cards here, but no love oracle cards today whatsoever at all. I've had a song stuck in my head all day. Okay, so just let me shuffle these, and I'm shuffling. But it looks like right now, okay, here's what I see so far. And I can read this now that I'm just doing oracles. This will just highlight. 10 of Cups was right before the retrograde. Things were going really good. Things were beautiful. Things were, you were finally getting somewhere. You're like, oh my gosh, we're finally getting somewhere. I'm finally getting exactly what should be happening here. And then all of a sudden, communication was like flipped on its head, and you're like, I'm sorry, what the hell happened? What was that? Because it went from night to day. It took a long time to get where you got with your significant other, your person, and that all of a sudden it was flipped on its head. Just let me be right back. I'm really sorry about that. So I was saying that communication went awry. Now, there was not as lot of breakups. There was some breakups, but there wasn't the breakups for like balance went, communication went. And this card right here is Wands, fire energy. This very much could have been Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It could have been any birth sign because it felt like it was building up to this strong dynamic, and then all of a sudden it slams down really bad. So we've got the Three of Swords here upside down, saying that while balance was lost and a lot of communication stopped, breakups actually didn't happen. It was as if everything just kind of stopped and waited in the wings. And we have got release. So Archangel, okay, let me read Ten of Waters to you. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So this was good stuff going on. It's just that communication went really bad because of the energies going on. It was really chaotic for a lot of people. Release, Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So it's not time to move on from the relationship, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. But we've got Justice upside down at the moment, and we have got the Eight of Wands upside down. And this means that there was a situation where you were treated pretty badly in, and communication became quite limited. The reason why the communication became limited is because everybody had to step back from the situation and see what it was. And we've got the Fool card. The start, and this is a start. This is an adventure. So everything that happened here is changing in a big way right now. It is coming back to a really positive energy. Now, it doesn't seem like that completely because there's been a lot going on, and we've got joy. Got some cards come out good. Ah, this is good. And I'll leave it as just 4. Okay. So I shuffle the next set of oracles. Archangel Raphael, I've got the oracle cards here, and he has been with me really powerfully today. I've really been feeling Archangel Raphael, but I don't feel like I'm going to be pulling those oracle cards. So things are resetting. Things are resetting in a really positive way. Good things are coming now. Good energy coming in. Back to communication, though it doesn't seem like it at this moment. That is just the energies of this moment. And we've got Seven of Earth, and that would be Pentacles in the traditional tarot. Seeds are planted. Temporary pause in action. Unnecessary worry. So in the near future, and this is within the next few days as the retrograde ends, you don't have to keep worrying. The Four of Swords, you are not breaking up. There's no breakdown here. It's just that if you are still experiencing that, there is a breakdown there was a breakdown in communication, and now things are picking up again because we've got the Ten of Chalices. This is the card of love. This is a really good card. You had to really face some stuff though. This could be a long distance relationship because I'm seeing the Ace of Swords upside down. So this is a relationship that has a lot of distance between, and things are going to be going a heck of a lot better than they were. And we've got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in the near future, the distant future. So that's within this week. So while things have looked bleak and things have broken down, understand that all of the love and romance is coming back, even more so than it was in the first place. We've got the King of Swords upside down. And the King of Swords, often he is an air sign. He can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But what I'm seeing this is where there was someone that was communicating harshly, now seeing what they were doing with the Ten of Earth Pentacles. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Okay. So coming out of that harsh mental energy of not really being there emotionally. And then we've got the Six of Swords upside down, and we've got the Eight of Cups upside down. And the Eight of Cups talks about moving away or walking away from people. And that energy that was here, what I'm hearing to say is that's no longer present through this week. You're going to see a real change from this harsh energies of miscommunication, no communication, all of that, into this really positive, powerful, a lot more communicative space, a lot gentler space from a masculine energy in your life. Now, with soulmate love, twin flame, all of that, it can be that your feminine is in a masculine, is in a male body, or your masculine is in a female body. So this doesn't exclude sex at all. This is just about the energetic signature, not about the body that it houses. So things are getting much better. Things are going to be much, much better for quite some time, actually. I don't see a whole lot of harsh energies in your love relationship. And relationships that were inappropriate, that's what I'm hearing to say, in relationships that were inappropriate, that may have sunk back in during this retrograde, are going to be realized. There's a lot of realizations, and a lot of realizations are coming at you now that this retrograde is ending. For you, did a lot of the realization, now your partner will be. Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful, and this is the clarification of this reading. Five of Pentacles, right? So that is someone that is poor or has had a lot of loss. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles upside down, and this is someone that is not communicating in the physical, back to the King of Swords again. And the King of Swords, I see this as a lot gentler of a communication, though it will have a lot of physical communication. The communication will be a lot gentler, a lot less harsh, a lot nicer. So you guys will be communicating differently. I think feminine had to do a bit of saying, hey, wait a minute, that's not okay. Where masculine had to do a bit of, I see, I may have been trying to control too much. So that's what I'm seeing as the energies for the reading. I am now going to read the clarification on all of the oracles. All right, so to clarify this energy further, joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's a magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Best friends, true friends, stick together no matter what. And that's very telling of the energies that we've been talking about here. You guys are best friends. You're not just lovers. This person that you're with, if you're reading this, watching this reading, and you feel like this person is your best friend, well, they are. So that is why you guys are not going to break up, but work through any problems. And retrograde brings up a lot of problems. Change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and your guidance. You are protected now and in the future. So follow your path to the happy outcome you desire, love. The answer you are seeking is love. So the change in direction is bringing you closer to the love that you need. Creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. Thankful. Think about the people and things you feel grateful for. So you are coming through creative projects together, you're going to feel even more grateful. So come at everything you're doing right now with creativity and do a lot of creative projects. I've been doing a lot of creative projects. I've been making all my stuff for Christmas and things coming up. Ground yourself. When you detach from the awareness of your body in the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it is pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance your spiritual and material so you can enjoy a fulfilling, healthy earthly life. Simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. Perfectly explained. It's time to let go of all the stuff that you were dealing with. Heal it, forgive it. As easy as that is said, I know it's not done so easy, but now you're coming out of all of the harsh energies of discovery, of hurt, of pain, of any separation of any kind that there was, into now healing what you have found. Okay? I hope you have a bright, blessed week. Thank you for coming. I'll see you soon.